Yeah.
Steady, are you ready?
Smell like spaghetti.
From
your
Uncle Freddie.
Your nigga's name is Eddie.
Your mama's sweaty.
Gave a heady.
Warning. The contents of this podcast are informational in nature, and neither Chaim, nor Kel, nor I, nor Random Realness is engaged in the provision of legal, tax, or any other advice. You should seek your own advice from professional advisors, including lawyers and accountants, regarding the legal, tax, and financial implications of any financial decision you contemplate. Additionally, the information shared on this podcast is not intended to be a substitution for diagnosis, treatment, or informed professional advice. You should not take any action or avoid taking any action without consulting with a qualified mental health professional.
Welcome to the show. Random Realness, episode 77?
77?
77.
77
minutes in heaven.
We all just got an extra gray hair saying it like that. 77.
77. That's how it's supposed to be said.
I thought, yeah. 77. 2 M's in both sevens.
That Powerball.
77.
Let me give it a 3, 4, 4, 77, 66.
You're just doubling down on the doubles, huh? He said a 55, a 33, a 22, and 11. Do you got a double zero?
Double zero.
Stick here. I'm your host, Chaim, here with my motherfucking co-host, Kelly Kale.
Hello.
And my other co-host, J. White, the fire guy. How y'all doing?
Good.
I'm loving this little cold front that's coming through.
Boy, you see
Not
me got
really.
my farmer tan on, right?
Yeah.
Let me show you. The sun's been fucking me up at work. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Because sometimes you're outside.
All the time. Nigga, it's amphitheater season.
Oh.
Fuck you talking about?
Damn.
Crazy. I never even.
Damn. Nobody does concerts inside right now.
No, there's gonna be one. Weird ass Chris Stapleton, nigga.
Hey, what is he doing? Magic?
No, nigga,
He's a country singer, ain't he?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
But
God and country.
and it's gonna be big as fuck, no Diddy, and he's gonna be inside. It's gonna be like 10,500 people. It's like, nigga.
Oh, it's sold out?
Yeah. Out.
They love him here.
Yeah. But yeah, so
They want AC for people so that people aren't.
They probably hella old.
there was 2 events. One of them it rained, and the other one was hella nice weather. And I'm like, if it could do this all summer, nigga.
What do you prefer, if it rains or if it's just hot?
No, I would prefer it be cold outside.
Oh. That's fair.
Just because when it's like 100 degrees, nigga, it's unbearable. You can't do shit. You know what I'm saying? When it's 50 degrees outside, I can go outside in a sweatshirt and be all right.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't know. I just feel like it's harder to go from being hot. Like, you can only take so many clothes off. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, you can't get naked at work, so.
Or
you can do anything you want on your last day. You know what I'm saying?
You could just let the sun charge you. You know what I mean? Just that heat just energize you.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know you're a sun people.
A sun people?
Yeah.
Okay.
People of the sun too.
Okay.
I get charged.
How do you know? You got good stock. You wouldn't know nothing about that.
I get the best of both stocks, my brother. You know what it is, nigga. Don't play with me.
That was a good answer, though.
He said Dow Jones is up 6 points. So shut your bitch ass up. God damn it. Oh, God. But what's good with y'all? What's new? I know y'all don't ever hit nobody up unless it's, event day. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just,
shut up.
I'm just
How you doing?
Oh, you on one of that?
Yeah, but you been
just
good?
I ran 4 times last week.
My nigga.
Nice.
I ran.
How? I know you said the first couple times was fucking you up.
Yeah, now
How's it feeling now?
My best mile last week was 10:32, but I'm right around 10:45, so I'm back out of 11s.
Good job.
And today I stretched it to 1.6 miles. And so I think by next week I'll be back to hitting 2s.
Okay, big dog.
Yeah.
Okay. Boy, right.
And
you don't stop your whole mile, right?
No.
Okay. I just want to make for the people at home. I knew that.
I break a leg before I stop. I slow it down.
He said I learned how to walk on my fucking heads before I step.
No, but that first run that I went back and did the mile, I was scared I was gonna have to stop. I'm telling you, I was fighting the whole way, just like, nigga, it's coming to this. My last run was 5 miles. So then to come back 160 days later and can't complete a mile, that would have been talk about. The 11 minutes was already bad enough.
So I know your watch tracks it. How every day it adds one on to 120 days since you last ran.
No, it just like I had a streak of like 143 weeks straight, and it just goes to nothing. And now I'm back to.
But that's what I'm saying. It doesn't tell you
a 3-week streak.
But does it tell you how many days you've missed on your shit? Like, you haven't ran in 3 days.
No. It'll send little notifications like today's a good time for an interval run. Like nigga.
With the chip,
yeah.
Nigga presses it with the chicken wing.
The messages all start going. Ain't no time like today to get back into it. Back into it.
So when did that leave?
Yeah. They're like, well,
they said 6 months ago, nigga. God damn.
Yeah.
And should we talk to the award winner over here?
Ooh.
Saying it that way, I got a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, give us the rundown. You had a great weekend.
Kelly Kale out here winning motherfucking awards. Well deserved. I already know.
Thanks.
What award?
Thanks.
Okay, first off, in through your nose, out through your mouth, weird ass nigga. Breathe. You'll be all right. She over here getting awkward on us. Thanks. Breathe, goddammit. You gonna be okay.
For a Juneteenth event thing that they have, and they do it every year where it's just people who impact the community. And it was pretty tight actually because me and my best friend won. So it was dope. But I won for Voice of the People for 2024. So it was cool.
Nice.
Thanks, good sir. Appreciate you.
Well deserved. Hold on. Shout out to Kelly Kale.
Your hands are very sweaty.
Who?
No, that's just condensation from this cold ass water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What was cool after?
How was that kid?
What were your break? What's with me?
No, because I wish that my hands got sweaty.
You want to touch
when
on
I'm
that
nervous.
condensation?
No,
just so you know that it is.
Sure.
Huh?
But what was dope about it is the award thing, I think, was Friday. And then I went Saturday and I saw a bunch of the young people that I impacted. And it was hella lit. And then all of them separately pulled me to the side at some point and thanked me for something that I've done for them.
That's fire.
So I don't know if they had a pregame meeting or if it just
ended up happening to fall like that.
Yeah, it was tight as hell.
That's hella tough. So you mentioned Juneteenth.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, give us a little background.
So Juneteenth ultimately is people could say what they want, but it's the Black People's Independence Day. So July 4th, we were actually all still enslaved, Black people of color. So, you could celebrate it if you want, to each their own, whatever you're into, but Juneteenth is one that we should be celebrating, yes.
So you're saying July 4th, date of independence or whatever, you're saying...
It was not for Black people.
It wasn't for everybody.
And so Juneteenth is...
the day that Black people got...
slaves were freed?
Yeah, physically. Nice. I still had all the craziness that was going around. Yeah. But yeah.
Just rolled right into Jim Crow. Ain't nothing.
Went quick.
I always remember doing barbecues as a kid in the park on Juneteenth. Like my Uncle Rock used to always barbecue, and obviously random family members that I hadn't seen, in years or since I was a little kid, just pulling up. But it was just dope. I never really understood it as a kid, but...
I wish that we did a better job. I know that it's so new that we're just to a point of celebrating, but I wish that we utilized it more for I'm not sure what's going on, but for putting each other on. If there was, all right, Juneteenth event for the first 10 minutes, we're going to talk some about finances. Then we'll party for a little bit. We'll stop while people's going to get food. We'll talk about something else that's useful. You know what I'm saying? Just things that are actually helpful for us. Because us just going out, drinking, partying isn't,
Yeah.
it's not quite the best
Isn't
move.
it?
I think it's time for Random Realness to
Ooh.
do an event, and because we have all the equipment and stuff like that to like record an episode, but at the same time by like kicking knowledge throughout the day, or like people giving their their opinion. Like,
Yeah, we got the little mics and everything. We walk around and ask folks questions.
Dang, they have the All Black Club in Meridian on Juneteenth. They're having some event, which
Is that a Wednesday?
Uh-huh.
Oh, they're still celebrating it?
Uh-huh.
Crazy.
Why wouldn't they?
You tell me, nigga, last week you said they wouldn't.
you said they celebrated it the weekend before.
Yeah.
No, that was
the drinking and partying. That's what that was, right?
Yeah,
you celebrate
this-
that part.
Oh,
this
okay. She
they're
was
putting-
turning. Oh, okay. My fault. That's on me.
No, they're promoting some.
Yes.
Listen, the point is, dog. Okay, so first off, let me answer from last week. When I was doing the editing, I saw the answer. The reason that Halloween would work if it was on a Wednesday in the summertime is because majority it's for the damn kids. So they're all out of school.
But the parents still have to go to work.
So?
What do you mean, so?
So when you was younger, once you hit a certain age, you wasn't hitting the neighborhood as soon as school got out?
No, we'd
Thank
wait.
you.
We'd wait. I wouldn't say
I
as
did it
soon
the
as school
Saturday
was out,
before
but
if it was that,
once
and then I'd do it
We'd always
the
wait
day
till it
of.
got dark, but yeah, we would do it by ourselves, but
We
not
was
as
hitting by
soon.
the school too.
Well, actually, when I was a kid, it was just always on Halloween. There was no doing it. They didn't send out a news bulletin board saying,
Right, it's just
we're going to
whatever
move
day."
it to this Saturday just because people with this Monday morning
He talk like
traffic.
this, like,
I don't
"Hey,
know.
dude."
Well, I'm just saying, like, now they actually run
know.
articles where they're like, a lot of people are considering doing
you can't
Halloween
make-
on Sunday.
This is 2024. If you can't make trick or treat, we'll do trunk or treat in the jalapenos parking lot on. Nigga, on the first of the next month, like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
No, nigga, we're not doing that.
It was the 31st.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
night
You're
we
right.
ride.
You're right.
Get your pillowcases.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
forgot about that. I won't lie. Pretty much social media changed that. 'Cause then he
100%.
was like, oh, we
Niggas
about
be
to
doing trunk or
It's 'cause
treats
once
in
you
restaurant
party-
parking lots.
That's for little kids.
But
I gotta
so
try to.
so is going before it's dark out, my nigga. That's hella little kid.
But everybody knows about all the people getting kidnapped and harmed and hurt now. So I think people operate out of fear.
Yeah, you're probably right. Speaking of fear,
Dun dun dun.
dun dun. Oh, you're like, we need to add that. That'd be funny. The Celtics and the motherfucking Mavs. The Celtics didn't put the fear of God in them boys. I'm disappointed.
Why are you disappointed?
Because I'm a Heat fan. Fuck the Celtics, bitch ass Celtics. I mean, it's no better than Mavericks, but you know what I'm saying? We won one against them, lost one against them, you know? It's like the Celtics, we always go against them. We battle them every year to go to the finals or in the Eastern Conference Finals or, you know, so.
So it feels a little more personal.
Yeah, fuck them. But
Ow.
Jaylen Brown is from Cal. I'm a Cal Bear fan. That boy is a motherfucking genius, MVP.
Genius.
Do you guys think he deserved it or Jason Tatum should have got it?
No. The right person got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's an easy one.
Niggas were like, Derek White should have got it. So, goddamn.
X Factor.
He
You
did.
know what I'm saying?
He definitely played his part.
I can't stand when people do that though. When like they want to offer up the MVP to somebody just for doing better than they expected. Like, hey, you did really good, bud. Like, good job for almost like you made a difference. No, that's not what the MVP is. This goes back to telling you everybody with the trophy mindset. It's all ridiculous. We're accidentally doing it on a regular basis.
What's the trophy mindset? Like everybody should
Gets
get
a trophy.
Okay.
We want to make it fair. Like you want to make an MVP thing fair. It's not the point of an MVP. It should not be fair.
Yeah.
It should be the one that was head and heels over everybody else.
The MVP is the meat and potatoes of the stat
Yeah.
sheet. Like it's not.
The meat and taters.
Yeah, the day in, day out,
Yeah.
every day.
So-
I felt like the Mavericks. I feel like coming through the West was such a battle that by the
wore
time
'em
they
down.
rolled into the East final, they were like gassed.
Yeah, Luka was fucked up, and we had talked about it once. And you're like, maybe they're just doing it because making every excuse. But I'm like, this is game 2. He was all wrapped up.
He was already.
So, I
he was
don't-
taking shots and shit.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know if
You can only roll on borrowed time for so long once you start doing that.
Yeah, he was bruised early.
hurting.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to look at the stat sheet to see what
us.
shit was looking like. You know what I'm saying? Because I asked the question without knowing. All right.
What question?
If Jason Tatum should have won MVP, but I was just gonna look at comparisons and
Did they have a series stat sheet?
probably. Let me see.
Kind of fucking.
I saw this thing while you guys are doing that. I saw this thing on Jason Tatum. I think I sent it to the group about all of his accomplishments on the way to getting here.
Yeah, he's so.
And every time I see something, I mean, not Jason Tatum,
Jaylen Brown. I know what you
Jaylen
meant.
Brown, yeah. And every time it comes around where he's getting reintroduced to the world, he gets crazier and crazier. Like his level of genius, it blows my mind. He can do whatever. He's literally a definition of doing whatever the hell you want to do.
That boy is smart as fuck, and I'll hold you.
NASA, getting accepted to NASA? What?
All right, so
Cal Berkeley.
yeah, and
That's a smart
he was
school.
he was supposed to go to. He got offers to like go play at like big basketball schools, but turned it down to go to Cal because their academic programs. All right, so last night's game, Tatum had 31, 11, and 8, 11 assists, and he shot 11 of 24. Last night, Jaylen Brown was 21, 6, and 8, and shot 7 of 23. Game 4 when they lost. Let's see this real quick. Game 4 when they lost, Jason Tatum had 31, 5, and 6, 11 of 26. Jaylen Brown had 30, 8, and 8, 12 of 22. So better shooting and more assists and rebounds.
But it's 2-1, right?
Yeah. Hold on. I think I skipped a game. That's my fault. This is game 4 that when they lost. Tatum had 15. Brown had 10. 4 for 10 for Tatum. 3 for 12 for Brown. Tatum had 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Brown had 1 rebound, 2 assists. And then game 2, Tatum had 18, 12, and 9 off of 6 of 22. Jaylen Brown had 21, 7, and 4 off of 8 of 15. And then game 1.
Damn, it looks like Gemini might have fucking had a hallucination, but it said for 2024, the NBA Finals, Jason Tatum averaged 22.2 points a game, 7.8 rebounds, and 7.2 assists. And it says Jaylen Brown averaged 20.8, 5.4 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. That doesn't make sense because that's not how I felt. Jaylen Brown's like.
But
his dominance.
He hasn't outscored. He only outscored him in game 1. That's the only game he's outscored him. And game 1, Tatum had 16, 5 assists, 11 rebounds. Brown had 22, 2 assists, 6 rebounds, 7 of 12 shooting. Tatum was 6 of 16 shooting.
Oh, they said while Tatum had a well-rounded stat line, Brown's scoring efficiency and strong defense showing.
I was going to say he had to guard
seemed
Kyrie.
to have been the deciding factor in the MVP Finals award.
Yeah, he guarded Kyrie the whole series, so that I'll give him that. That's not an easy task.
And I think his shooting was like
way better,
16 for 19 or something,
Yeah.
or whatever it was. It was like where he
12 of
missed
22,
anything.
and Tatum is like 11 of 26. So
It's hard as hell to have the main defensive assignment
and
still have to be expected
productive.
to. Yeah,
Right.
that's a tough job.
Shout out to Jaylen Brown because last year he looked like he should have got traded in the playoffs. I'm not lying to you. Like he had no left. It was not looking good. So shout out to them, but fuck the Celtics still all day, every day.
Yeah. I ain't done that before.
Fuck them.
I was happy. Remember, I was going for him. I like Tatum,
I know.
so it just happened to win. And I knew that before the series
You
started.
didn't know shit.
Well, you can rewind this tape or a couple episodes.
Rewind the tape.
You see where we did it. But, nobody saw it coming, and even Frank Martin said he didn't see it coming. He said, I got hit by a shot I didn't see. We're talking about the Tank Davis fight.
We saw it.
Wow.
Bro, I'm not going to lie. When he hit him with that second one. Oh, my God.
They should take that clip.
Bro, he hit him with that uppercut. He was trying to gather himself. Nigga was like this. One arm on the rope, the other one trying to figure out where he was, and just takes a face shot. Face shot. Bang! It was over. Tank ran and jumped. Nigga did a backflip. All that. He said, yeah, I knew it was over. Nigga didn't even count to 10 yet, and he's in the air backflipping.
Yeah, that backflip had my son and my nephew oh, he's the man.
It's really easy to just go on a trip and not have to worry about, my stuff, my house, my cars, my animals. Because Colin Lano Insurance, he's always taking care of everybody, and in any situation, you got a question? Call Colin. You need help with updating your homeowner's insurance? Call Colin. You need help with bike insurance, boat insurance. You on an airplane? Nigga, call Colin. He gonna get you right. Make sure you call that number right there. Tell Colin we sent you.
You bust that back. That was what they liked the most.
Yeah.
What was the boxing game on ESPN? Was it Fight Night or Knockout?
Mm-hmm.
They should take that as the clip. It's like,
oh yeah,
and then be like, drop a new game for the year because.
Yeah, I think Tank takes a lot of people to deep water. Like people don't when he's like, you guys. Because I watched the pre-fight interviews and shit like that, and he's like, "Yeah, you guys you're not ready for me." To Frank Martin, he's just like, "You're just not there yet. Like you should have waited."
Yeah,
like basically, like you're just not there, and he's like, "I'm gonna show you." And people think, and I get it because I'm a battle rap fan, so like hyping up the fight is what they do, because it's just lyrical warfare, right?
Yeah.
So. Most people take it as, oh, we're just jawing. Like, everybody, oh, that's what he's supposed to say. That's what he's supposed to say. He's going to show me. Tank is he really means it.
Yeah.
He really standing on business. Like,
yeah.
like Godzilla in downtown, nigga. Nigga standing on business, ain't he?
Man. Ever since first time I seen him fight, I was like, he's the one.
Yeah.
He had 80 championship rounds compared to Frank Martin's 0. Mm-hmm. So when he's like, to your point, when he's saying I'm seasoned, like I've been doing this. I think he said he'd been doing it since he was 6 years old.
That's crazy.
Frank Martin started fighting when he was like 18, 19.
Yeah.
This is what he does.
That's such a long time to do anything.
Well, and that's he's never had a regular day job. This nigga's never been at fucking Sizzler working or fucking Papa Murphy's or nigga's never been a teacher. You know what I'm saying? Nigga's never done any of that shit. He gets paid to go and work out and be in the best shape of his life and beat niggas up.
Yeah.
Since he was fucking 14. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, he's not. That's the last thing. He did look a little tatted up though.
Oh yeah, he said I got a little cherry.
Yeah,
and I was like, damn, he brushing that off like it's nothing.
Like nothing. He's probably be back. Shit's probably already back.
He like just stayed in front of him, just marching him down the whole time.
And that's you could tell it was about to be over in that 8th round because he was walking towards him with his hands down. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas don't do that. You don't do that with a Joe Schmo that you're about to get in a fight with, and you're gonna do it with a professional boxer. No, nigga, you knew you weren't in danger. Mm. He says, "Shit, I'm waiting for it." Just like you said, just marching him down.
He's skilled. He's so calculated. Like you said, he takes him to the deep water because he's like, I don't have to risk anything in the first 3 rounds.
Once you get tired, and all you got to do is make one mistake, and I'm on that ass.
And he has the power to clear or clean anybody's clock in the moment or in the drop of a dime.
That's
He's the
one
most
thing.
entertaining boxer in boxing right now.
Agreed.
Every fight night is a great time.
I think he's like one of few boxers that has the endurance or ability to still knock you out in the last round. You know what I'm saying? Like, not a lot of boxers have the power in round 12 to put
And
you
I
to
feel like he
sleep.
does it with pride. Like,
Yeah,
it's like, I
he
want
would-
you to
that-
feel
yeah.
like you really got something.
I don't want it to go 12. I want
Yeah.
you to go to sleep. You know?
Yeah.
Why you lick your lips like that? You
Who?
nigga on T, you nigga
Oh,
Tank
so-
gets him excited.
No, it doesn't. Quit playing. Quit playing. Quit playing.
Who do you think his next fight is? Shakur?
If he's fighting Shakur, I'm paying for that fight. I'm gonna pay for that one.
And you got Tank,
And I got Tank
of course.
for sure.
Yep.
Invite me over.
Okay, I will.
She's like, oh, I'm sorry, out of town.
The last few, because he's been fighting people I know he's gonna kill. We just doing it on the laptop.
I feel he did just
Allegedly.
a stream.
Allegedly.
Streaming because we bought it on the laptop and then we just streamed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it was on Amazon this time, so I just ran my card
Yeah,
through.
it was nothing.
Yeah.
Player price.
You don't know Fire Stick?
Nope.
We got the Fire Stick, but isn't that Amazon?
Yep. Just order.
But you're
online.
talking about the jailbreak one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't at all saying that. I'm not sure what jailbroke where. I have no idea what
She said, I don't even know niggas in jail.
What does that even mean?
I think the other fight he could fight Lomachenko, which I think it would be cool for. I think it would be cool to give
I don't
him
think
to give
that's a good
Lomachenko
fight.
a shot.
I don't think so. I think Lomo goes down in the first couple rounds.
You said it'd be
Ooh.
cool if he gave Lomo, like if he like there's this
Because Lomachenko at one point was pound for pound
Yeah,
best fighter
top
in
of
the
the top,
world,
right.
and so it is
But
a
he's,
little
like,
past
old now.
past his prime.
Yeah.
But his last fight he won and he looked good.
Not against Tank Davis, nigga. You put him in the ring, he's gonna get hurt. And
I
you
thought he was
damn
gonna
well-
win,
You see
Devin
how he
Haney.
started smirking? I can't stand you, nigga.
But oh my gosh.
Devin Haney just lost to Ryan Garcia
Because
and
he was
Ryan
on
Garcia
steroids.
oh my god.
Ryan Garcia was cheating. He's about to get suspended. It is over for that boy. He's tripping. Everything that he was saying, he was really faking the funk.
Even though-
he did not. That was not a clean win. That's a disgraceful. That's a wrap. Fuck that. Chapter end. Drug test failed multiple times. He's getting suspended. This isn't UFC. This ain't fight night. This ain't just do whatever to make a fucking buck. Boxing is the purest sport on the planet. It has the highest testing standards, and that's that on that. He's a joke to me.
So does at all
Even though Tank said he'll find him again.
Tank, I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't think he would fight him again if he's on steroids.
He
But
said
he
it.
even-
He
but
said
he
it
even
because at the
said-
end of this fight, Ryan Garcia got on the side of the ring and was like, "Oh, where's my? I want my rematch." And it's like, or
With
it
his
says,
shirt?
it says Tank is number one, and it's like on the back because they were all chopping it up. And he's like, "Look at my shirt," and turns around and says, "Fight me again, bitch."
Yeah, it said Tank's #1 fan in the
Yeah,
front.
and then on the back it says, "Fight me again, bitch." And then in
That
the
just sounds like more antics.
But in the post interview, Tank said he would fight him again. That's why I'm saying. That's why I asked you.
But my question is,
okay.
do you believe it if he's saying, if Ryan Garcia is saying that somebody was hired in the camp to mess up the test on purpose?
No,
You don't believe any of it?
not a chance.
What makes you not believe him?
Because boxing's testing is that serious. It's that serious.
That was ours.
Yeah.
Know your belief system, so I was wondering. No judgment.
Yeah. And De La Hoya is his manager. De La Hoya is a fucking smutty guy. Great boxer, but he's a smutty guy.
Big smuts, what they call him on the yard. Smutty Davis Jr.
Smutty
Jr.
Davis.
Smutty like grimy to y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smirkish.
Means he gives up a lot of pussy.
Not sure.
Well, it could be in that context, too. It could
When
be in
she
all
asked,
of
I'm
it.
like, well, what? I guess. Here I go. I'm gonna run with it.
Smutty.
Not sure what's going on here.
All right.
You know who wasn't sure what was going on? The niggas who were being racist to Vinny Jr. If you don't know who Vinny Jr. is, neither do we. No, I'm just
mean, I didn't before.
He's a
this story.
soccer player he plays for the I think Arsenal.
Real Madrid too, or
Oh,
something.
Real Madrid, that's who it is. You know, I don't know soccer jerseys, but when I see the name across it, it says the Emirates. I knew it was one of those two.
We're showing our ass here.
But anyways,
yeah,
he was getting slandered, racial slurs thrown at him while playing a professional soccer game. 3 niggas arrested,
yeah.
serving 8 months. How do you feel? What country?
This is UK.
UK.
Or let's where we at?
It's in the UK for sure.
Okay.
They don't play.
Football stadium in Spain. Yep.
So
That's
what
interesting.
do you think? Because this is like
What I think is very.
when have you heard of a superstar? Because this dude is like the top of the top. You know, he's like him. When have you heard of a superstar or anything like this where they're done taking shit from the fans? You know, they put their foot down, not just, oh, you're getting thrown out of the game. Like,
I think hopefully this does make it where people gonna stop playing. Like, if you're a fan, you're just supposed to be a fan.
right. You can be upset.
Yeah, you get to feel everything that you're feeling, but to personalize it outside of who that athlete is, then I think it's too far.
I agree.
So, are you saying you can't be like, your mom is a blah blah blah?
No,
Like,
I don't.
that heckling is still
No, I
cool. You
don't-
think just like race,
Yeah.
because we already say like that the hate crimes are a
Yeah.
federal crime, that should be offline. Okay,
Yeah, I just think. I mean, to me, it's just. I would say integrity, but it's clear that that's a very swiggly line for a lot of people. So yes, that's what I mean by it.
What do you think?
I thought it was a good turning point for sports in
Agreed.
general. I think his the statement? I'm not a victim of racism. I'm a tormentor of racists. So it was like kind of like flipping it to
took
where
his
like
power
now
back.
we go and we try to
Like, I'm
or
not really bothered by it, but that's
But
kind
y'all
of,
should be.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not bothered by that shit, but I'm gonna shut it down. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you can try to be racist all you want, but it's gonna lead to one thing.
I hope that's a trend that sticks. Like, I hope that that's something. Because in my opinion, it only needs to happen once in each league.
Mm-hmm.
Once it happens, people will
You think
realize.
it's even possible in America?
No, because of freedom of speech.
Ooh, I think it's possible. The only reason why I say it's possible, this is why I think it's possible. Sports Center, bam, is
He
because
shot didn't. I'm just joking.
because they just needed an example, and then I think this will catch traction, and I think that I could see the NBA being the next one to adopt it because the NBA is super progressive.
And it's super UK. Like, I'm not super UK, but it's very European league. You know, like, they have a lot of European players, and
I think
Not a
foreign
lot,
places
but-
respect culture and stuff more, where they have laws in place to stand on. I don't think America does. Like, there's no, it's not illegal to say racist
that.
things here, but over in UK it is. They really have rules for hate crimes. And here, to be in a hate crime, it has to be so much more than just,
he called
That's
me the
valid.
N-word.
yeah.
And for it to even be, you could be punching somebody and saying the N-word, and there's still some stuff that
Yeah.
you would need to jump
So I'm like,
over.
well,
Just so
I've
how-
heard black people say it to you, buddy, so that means you must have been okay. Yeah.
We heard you over there saying that you had good stock, so you're gonna just have to eat this one, bub.
Bub.
it's a historic conviction for sure.
Yeah, and that's why it was crazy when I saw the clip. I was like, nigga, I've never heard of that. Like, you hear people getting niggas kicked out all the time,
Yeah.
but
I like it.
yeah, I think it's like you guys said, the right direction for sports just in general. Like, if you're a fan, we understand ticket prices are crazy. If you can't afford it and be your regular self, because 10 out of 10 times they're not saying the shit to people's face if they're by themselves.
Of course
You know what I'm
not.
saying? So if you can't afford the money and you spending the money and your team losing gets you to the point where you have to racially offend somebody,
Yeah,
just don't go.
yeah.
You don't got it like that, clearly.
just calling out racial slurs is such a low frequency. And in high school, I was like a forefather, so like trash talking was like my jam, you know. And it was like there was just places you didn't go, and that's somewhere you didn't go because that takes no talent to heckle somebody using racial slurs. But you can get into all the. Oh, we just talked to your girlfriend, and so she's coming over.
She just left my house.
Yeah, and then they would, get them rattled like that. That stuff's all fair game because I think like home court advantage is a thing and should be a thing, and I feel like every athlete from day one, your coach is saying, "Hey, you got to be on the court. Like your focus needs to be on the court." But racial slurs is, I feel like,
oh yeah, like in
class.
high school at games. Let one of the players on our team fuck one of the other players' sisters or something. We're saying her name all game long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All game long. Every time that nigga touches the ball.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, you got your bitch tape? Well, I'm gone. I'm gone. Michaela. Everything. It don't matter. We're on your fucking helmet. We might do first and last name, nigga. This side's doing first, this side's doing last.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but it's not like...
And I'm like that. I'm a truthful trash talker. Like, I'm definitely going to say something, but I'm going to make sure you understand that what I'm saying you can't argue. It's all factual. So it's going to it's different.
I like the dude from the program, where he would just be making stuff up. He's like, you're the one that robbed my grandma.
He said, you the one that shot my brother. He said, okay, threw little Bubba in jail. Then,
For real.
He said, I'm going to hit you so hard, these fucking snot bubbles coming out. That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
For real.
Guaranteed. Jefferson settles under it. Showtime, baby. You don't know about Jefferson settling under it, dog? You don't know about that? You definitely don't know.
No.
The White Man Can't Jump movie. The trash talking that Denzel, Denzel, but Wesley Snipes.
You need to pull a white card, and we don't even have it. He said, the kind of shit Denzel was talking. I said, nigga, that is the wrong basketball movie. Holy fuck.
What were you gonna say, Kel?
That my high school coach used to tell us that this crazy ass stuff that she used to do, because she would like go and not wear deodorant. And like rub onions underneath it. Like she just was wild and would average like 45. She's like the second leading scorer for LSU. And the second woman globetrotter. Yeah, I think it's gross and psychotic, but
get the job
she's crazy.
done.
I mean, yeah, it worked for her.
Yeah, because she couldn't play well if she didn't fucking smell like onions.
Oh no, she was hooping.
No, I know. She said, get the job
Well, I'm
done.
saying the other player is like gonna have to go through that. Like I show up to the game clean, and I'm giving that's a competitive advantage to her because she's coming smelling like onions, and it's
wild.
like
You love onions. You would have been on her like white on rice.
I'm just saying other people, but I'm just like, yeah.
About
He said, damn, bitch, I'm going to her.
What about him going with it? He said, yeah, I mean other people.
Well, because I do like onions, so I wouldn't be like totally off put by onion smell because I could just think, hey, I like onions. It's not that big of a deal. I'm built for this.
So, real quick to get back to the Vinny story.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to veer back, but I just realized. So I said 8-month sentence for the 3 people, right?
Yeah.
They also get banned for 2 years from the stadium.
Yeah.
So now they can't go watch soccer. Imagine it's your an away team and you're heckling. Clearly it is. You know what I'm saying? You probably are at home.
Imagine being a season ticket holder.
2 years. It's been fun, dog.
Gone.
Trying to get your refund back.
That is what I could see happening in the States. More stadium bans than actual prison sentence. I think that might be hard to jump over. Now that you refresh that. But the 2 years, I can see them giving out 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year lifetime bans.
Right.
Until we get offended about what's going to be considered racial conduct. Because in America, it's going to be completely different. Because I don't think the N-word is something that's going to be defended because black people use it and they don't understand.
There's a difference between ER and
I agree, but either way, if there's intent behind it of some sort, then I think that's where it should come from. But that's going to be a whole debate of itself.
Let's take that word out and they say calls him a monkey on the court or on the field. Is that a racial slur?
I think it would start falling. I don't even know what these guys said.
I think I would have to agree though, just based off the H&M shit that went down a couple years back.
That one was tough because
It wasn't tough.
This is why it's tough, because if it was the same time during
remember
the
what we're
Chinese
talking
New
about?
Year, it was the same time during the Chinese New Year, and they had a monkey on the whatever. My issue is not. I guess for me, my issue isn't first H&M. It's the parents that saw their baby wearing that and was okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why?
But that's the thing. It's not like the parents are going to be there the whole time at every outfit you put on.
You're 6 years old. The parents should be there.
They're going to be there, but they're not going to be like,
oh, well, then that's nah. If you was a parent, I bet you would.
I'm not everybody.
Because I'll tell you right now, I'm going to be front center. Hey,
Yeah.
we're going to collectively come up with these outfits.
Well, you think you might be over there just eating peanuts?
But that's
and stuff?
the thing is, how do you not put, even if you're like H&M, he puts the shirt on, even if it was an accident, how do you instantly not say, oh shit, he can't wear that shirt?
Well, if you do, does that mean... Yeah.
That
What do
lose
you
the
have
deal?
to? What the fuck do you can't not
Understand this.
you know what
I
I'm saying?
agree with you completely.
I think
you
that
have-
they probably laid out what they'd be wearing before they even signed the deal. They're like, hey, we want them to model this.
I think they have a rack.
No, you sign it and then,
Yeah. You go to your dressing area and you probably have a rack in your size of a bunch of shit.
There was nobody black on their staff? Like,
And
there's
that's
not
what
a
I was going to
single
say.
person back
They
there?
didn't.
At the end of the
Everybody
day-
else, all the other kids in the photo shoot were white.
At the
Well, you saw
end
they
of the
did the
day,
Chinese one with the Chinese kid, right?
Yeah, like why didn't it?
at the end of the day,
Uh-oh.
they had to get the final rollout approved by a professional marketing or
Right,
management group.
After the pictures were
and
taken,
you
right.
better have been able to see that coming from a mile away. And the fact that you didn't makes it egregious. Is that how you say that word?
Egregious, yeah.
It's like, come on.
Or it's like you really don't think that that group of people has any sort of power where they can't do nothing about it, where it won't matter.
We didn't look at it like that.
Yeah.
We don't even see color. That's what the
Right,
statements
right.
probably that came out, and it's like, come on, like,
You don't see color, bitch. You should have that day.
Right. That's the problem. The problem is you don't.
Right.
Shoot.
damn.
Weekend pulled out after that one, I remember. No hetero.
You said what?
I said the Weekend, the artist, pulled out after that ordeal. And then
Why'd
I said,
you bite
no.
your lip when you said it?
I
the
said
first
no
time?
hetero. No, I didn't bite my lip.
Relax, yo.
No.
Passing of the torch.
Who?
The number one company.
Oh,
in
nigga, I
the
thought you were going to say
public
my son
market.
beat me in basketball in the driveway.
Yeah, I
nigga.
didn't know
said, he's 6, dog. What are you doing?
This is kind of like it. This is like the granddaddy of them all. Microsoft, like 3.2 trillion value of this company of Microsoft. Apple is like 3 trillion. This company NVIDIA, which is they make chips or the data processing that is used for AI. Mm-hmm. In 2022, it was 9 times less valuable than it is today. So it's had like this historic run.
Right.
And
He didn't even
freaking,
tell us to fucking get in, bitches.
I missed it too.
Oh, okay, cool.
I missed it too. Like, I don't buy individual stocks anyway, but it's still kind of crazy that they went from, like, say, 800 million to 3.3
Tesla got
trillion.
him a lot.
What's that?
Tesla got him with a lot of stuff.
Got NVIDIA with a lot of stuff. What do
They're partnered in, like, their Neuralinks and stuff is from NVIDIA.
the chips are or whatever.
That's
Meta,
why the shit
Amazon.
jumped.
Yeah, basically, once AI was released and they're like, oh, we need these powerful chips. The only company that has these powerful chips is NVIDIA. And fucking, so like Google would come out and say, we're spending $10 billion on chips this quarter.
Sorry.
He said the video. He said chlamydia, sedatia. Okay, nigga said everything but the actual name. Go ahead.
Last
I'm
week,
about to start that
they
stuff.
passed Apple, and everybody was making a big splash about them passing Apple.
Because Apple was 2.
Yeah, Apple was number 2. And then now they jumped like 4% to today or yesterday, and they jumped Microsoft. Think about that. There's this one person that I follow.
Microsoft has been around for fucking ever.
The beginning of literally the beginning.
Right.
They're on every work computer, period.
Right.
Because like business uses
Windows.
Right. Besides if you're like into movies and shit or graphic design, then you're like, yeah, I need my Apple, which is cool.
Right.
But like business is done.
He said, which is cool. He thought he offended me, nigga. I don't give a fuck. All my work computers are Windows games.
But here's an example of NVIDIA's run. This finance person that I follow, for better or worse, shout out. He worked at a tech company, and he thought he was going to get a big bonus. His bonus check ended up being like $403. His friend in 2012 was like, hey, you should buy this chip company and so he was like, fuck it, I'm fucked. He just bought $403 worth of NVIDIA shares.
How long ago?
2012.
Okay.
Today, that same 403 is now $147,000 off that $403 investment.
$147,000
is what it's worth. Yeah, that just shows you, and that's the same if you had bought Microsoft back in 1990 when it was like $1 and you were willing to hold it all the way until it boomed. Mm-hmm. Apple the same way. I think if you go back into the 90s, Apple shares like $1 and it's fucking $2.14 today.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think Elon Musk and how do you say that brand or
Tesla or
NVIDIA, they're really hand in hand. Like he was saying that, like how he was talking about changing all of the rules or how Apple's wouldn't be allowed to be anywhere in any of his business.
Yeah,
but it's all with NVIDIA. But then that thing you guys sent about iPhones and the upgrades, it's with NVIDIA. So I don't understand none of it.
Well, Apple signed a deal with OpenAI. OpenAI got like $50 billion from Microsoft. I'm throwing that number out. They got billions, and then they took those billions from Microsoft to buy all the chips from NVIDIA so that they could have the best AI processing possible. Apple, they didn't do anything with AI, so they partnered up with OpenAI to bring Apple Intelligence on board. And so it's every conglomerate only has one supplier, NVIDIA. Yeah. And everybody else is trying to play catch up. If you want the premium chips, you got to go to the one guy. The CEO of NVIDIA, he was like, they were saying like the market hitting like a fever pitch where they're like, oh, shit's just crazy. The CEO of that company was signing a woman's breast. That's how like rock star status the company has taken. And so they'll say like, yo, there's about to be a crash or like a company's about to crash when you start just seeing these like just crazy shit where like the founders like has like 14 jets and shit that he just owns randomly. You're like, why would you need that? It's just because like they're just frothing with money right now. Mm-hmm. That was one where they were like, yeah. And he's like this, Asian descent, I would say. I don't want to pinpoint it because I don't want to be fucking wrong. Right. But they're like, yeah, he's out there signing tits today. And that's true.
Do you know
he was signing Cambodian breast milk titties?
If AI and Apple connect like they're really talking about, no one can believe any truth again. Everyone's a liar.
What do you mean?
I wouldn't believe anything that anyone said. I would think that it's all generated. Like as much as you doubt the world, there's no way that you're going to be secure with anything. It wouldn't affect your trust. That's what I guess I should say.
I think that there's going to be a lot of people that can play pimping or play pretend like that they're smart when they're like leveraging the AI. They could just like craft up a message and send it. But I think when you meet that person in person and you were talking business back and forth, right, you would know that, oh man,
he used some tech to get this shit.
Yeah. They're talking to me. They don't really understand this, but yeah, it's going to cause a lot of confusion.
You guys see the new iPhone technology or what is it? It's not an app.
It's Apple
It's
Intelligence.
a feature.
Feature.
Apple Intelligence is what it's called. But basically, it's like sounds like Siri can deep dive. You know what I'm saying? Like you can be like, "Hey, Siri, send this picture that I'm looking at to J. White," and then it would just send it to him.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hey Siri, look in my album of photos and find my license plate. A picture of my license plate. Or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like your electronic agent, personal agent into your life, which is wild.
Do you like that?
I don't. I mean, I don't like it because Apple, to me, it was like privacy, right? And they've never opened up their phone to like a third party vendor. Mm-hmm. But because they're going into partnership with OpenAI to get the Chat GP4 or whatever onto the computer, they've obviously now made a deal with somebody that opens up their network to this other company. This other company, they can say, "Oh, we have as much privacy as," but you're only as strong as they are. And they're super new. They don't even do it like you do. So like you can have your processes on your side where you're like, "Oh, this is how I do. This is how I ensure the privacy." Then you'd be like, "This is our
you don't
standard."
trust the $1 billion company to be like, "Oh, they made the right decision. This company can
No,
protect."
Me personally, no, because the speed at which these companies grow, they grow so fast that there's no way they can have controls on it, like real solid controls, like because the growth was so fast that it's like, too many moving parts. They're probably understaffed. Like all of these things that just come with like rapid growth.
But if you think it's not, like it is rapid growth, but all the iPhone users or all the Apple accounts that are out there, they're just really inheriting them, right? So then you would just have to get ready for those and anybody that is adding Apple.
I think you lose your privacy.
But
Apple,
it says in the clip that you don't.
Yeah, but
It
if you
doesn't
look,
go to your cloud, and there's.
and I believe that. But if you look at when you sign up for Chat GPT, you're signing up so that any and all information they can take it and they can store it for research purposes. So then you're a research project.
Yeah, part of this deal, I would assume, is like OpenAI is going to get to come onto iPhone. Mm-hmm. OpenAI is going to get to train on all of Apple's data, which is our data.
Right.
And it's supposedly just to make the Apple AI smarter and stuff. And I see how they're like marketing it, saying, "Oh, it's on-prem," and then it's like your data's never going to leak. But it's like the fact that ChatGPT comes into the thing, OpenAI has all the backdoors and everything on the ChatGPT feature or whatever. Like there is some backdoor. They have to be able. The information now is being shared between two companies,
Right.
and the fact that it's shared between two companies, there can be. All it takes is the 15th lowest person at OpenAI to just want to let the data go, or the 15th person. You know what I mean? It's some random
Or
character
even
that's
one of the
super
original
close.
buyers.
Original buyers. You would
Wanting to
hope
buy
that the
out.
CEO doesn't make that mistake or whatever, but
Don't
it's
care.
just there's so many teams. There's so many more people that can. I feel like privacy. Say they had it at a 90. I feel like at best now it's going to be 70 to 75, and that's low for Apple.
Right.
That's regular for the other guys, but for
Yeah.
Apple, that's not.
I don't know why y'all both looked at me. Yeah, you're right. I'll give you that.
I
I be
can't
getting
look around.
virus and everything
Goddamn,
else on my phone.
it's a podcast. I thought I was able to look around. My bad.
No.
Well, what? Go ahead.
I guess this AI feature. Sorry, this AI feature. You're for it or against it?
I'm not for it or against it because I don't have an iPhone. But the only feature, there's only two things that I really love and respect about the iPhone. It's the privacy, and it's how you could double tap and put an emoji instead of respond to things. So now they're taking that away. You don't have that privacy anymore. Because even if like when the main dude from the iPhone situation, he had to go to the court case and there was somebody being charged with murder, They were like, we need you to unlock the phone.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, absolutely not. That is not our job. If they go to ChatGPT, they threaten them with something because they're not protected. This iPhone situation is so protected that they can go to the justice system.
You would think that they wouldn't. Like, why would Apple? That's been their like shit for years. Why would they all of a sudden now change up to where they don't have the privacy?
I don't think
They're
it's on
trying to
purpose.
convince people that there isn't going to be any privacy issues, but just skepticism to me, it opens it up, and there's no denying that. Like Apple doesn't let anybody build on their system, on their mainframe. You can come in through the App Store, you can come in, but Apple makes its own chips. Apple makes its own everything about the process it owns, so that at the end of the day, it owns the privacy. Like, you can't just make an app and then put it on the App Store. You have to submit it to them. They're going to vet it, make sure that it's not just some janky system that's trying to steal money or whatever, or steal information. Then they let you in. ChatGPT is going to be sitting in like the hardware, not coming through the App Store. It's like as soon as you buy an i15 or newer, it's just going to be there. And they're trying to convince. I feel like, and this is conspiracy. This is me on the skepticism side of saying they're trying to say that everything's going to be just as private, but just the fact that they're letting a third party in opens them up to the exposure. And they're not convincing me that that's not the case.
I agree.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think they got billions of dollars for a reason. So
there's nothing we can do about it. It's gonna be a nice feature, but I just don't. I'm like it's just annoying that they're like trying to say that it's the same. That's where I'm like,
you're looking at the
And I'm just
downside
saying,
of
you
it.
might as well get an Android.
Anyway, nigga, I'll go phoneless. I'll get a Nokia before I forget.
Womp womp. That's silly.
You know who it can get whatever the fuck they want though. You don't know. Do you know?
I think I heard. I don't know. I think it's something to do with the NIL, the Nilly. Yeah. He's doing the Nilly dance.
Oh yeah,
Coleman Hawkins. Illinois, as ignorant niggas say, Illinois transfer Kansas State from Illinois to Kansas State, $2 million NIL deal, 6'10" forward. So
salute.
Before we get too crazy into it,
yep.
Does Kansas State just got hella bread or something?
They got hella sponsors.
Because Dylan, almost said Dylan Brooks. That's not his name. Dylan Edwards, the running back from Colorado. That's where he went.
Do they know how much they dropped?
Rumor says it's because that nigga got a bag. So,
but they're not. Well, they're not. I don't know what they are doing, but they are not supposed to. Like, it's not a pay to play situation. So, like, maybe Kansas State has the best plugs into the NIL agents or something.
What do you mean it's not a pay to play?
It's not. It's illegal to do pay to play still. So you're not getting paid to play. That's why they're doing it through NIL. So then that's just going off of your name, image, and likeness.
Yeah, one of their super PACs that is coming in that's
paying you to come play there.
But obviously we're going to put you on some car washes and put you on some cars that drive by.
The NCAA still says it's illegal to pay to play.
Yeah.
But we know what it is.
Because no matter what, he's going to get that $2 million, whether he gets injured tomorrow or the next day, because it's just for name, image, and likeness.
This is where you have to be careful, because with some of the NIL things, like where they did at Utah, they gave the whole team trucks. But then,
you were saying this.
Yeah, but then it mattered on how many games you played, how much you played, like depending on your contract, and you had to pay taxes. Like, it's not as free as people be thinking it is.
But if it's based on your play, then it's pay to play.
No, I'm not saying that.
Got her goof ass. Look at her looking over
I would
stupid.
think that the contracts would need to be like, you're going to be at 14 events.
Golly.
And you need to make sure you're at all 14 of the events, because we're paying you $25,000 a pop for each one of these events.
No, because that's doable. The stuff that they're putting in the contracts is not that. It's like playing time and things that are out of your control.
Pay to play.
No, pay to play is like the entry of the car.
You can't. You keep you need another shovel to get out of that hole there, sister.
Now I'm gonna just sit down here until it rains. I'll float back up.
Or drown.
Okay.
You said or drown?
But, bruh, $2 mil.
And they said that's the highest ever, right?
Yeah, so far.
For basketball, for sure.
I think the highest athlete was a track runner. She did.
Archie Manning got something crazy too. At Texas, his NIL deal's crazy. The quarterback at Tennessee, Hawaiian cat, he has like 8 mil in NIL deals or some shit.
Woo!
Yeah. So
I'm looking for the highest NIL deal.
So the 2 million, and then they showed like his clip. And obviously, I didn't know who he was until this.
Right.
I was like, man, that's 2 million.
I agreed.
I was like, that. Not that I'm like not like knocking, but I was just expecting when I went to that next thing,
like he was
going to be the fastest person on the play, on the court.
He'd be shitting
he was
on
going to jump like 47 inches high or whatever. But he was like 6'10" strong. I'm sure he has like great fundamentals and he's strong inside. And so it's like, what? How are you going to stop 6'10" in the league when he was built like Blake Griffin? So I was like, okay, maybe it's that. Like he just has pure dominance. But yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't super duper impressed, but who am I, nigga? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I say.
That's what terrifies me about I'm all for it because I want everybody to win. I'm sick and tired of the NCAA making all this money. Mm-hmm. But there's no way he's getting 2 mil. Like, there's no way that we care that much about your following because that's what it matters. Like, it matters by how much people like you.
You think it's his following that has him?
Not following in the sense of numbers on Instagram, but following in the sense of how much of a marketable being you are. Yes.
Okay.
And I think they just.
Speaking of, those are the top NILs.
Shadur.
Dang, he's number
you're gonna
one.
do
4.6.
He's number one for football at 4.6.
Archie.
No, that's the whole NCAA.
Yeah, this is all, Livy Dunn, 3.9. I don't know who that is.
She a basketball player,
But
gymnast.
she has the most followers, 13.2. Shador has 2.5. Travis Hunter, $2.7 million. Archie Manning, 2.8. Quinn Ewers, 1.9.
Man, that guy needs to get
Damn,
it
the
together.
Texas quarterbacks are getting bags.
He needs to get it together
Cooper
before
Flag.
Archie takes his job.
Cooper Flags? I want to hear that boy getting a bag.
Who's Cooper Flags?
He's a cat that's an absolute dog.
In like football,
Basketball.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know who Dylan Gabriel is, but he's getting. Oh, he's the quarterback for
Oklahoma?
Is that it? I don't know. I was gonna say. I don't know, honestly.
I just knew you'd be excited. Colorado's number one.
Gang shit. You know what time it is. Shout out to the young man. Shout out to Coleman. Hawkins, let me hold $10 if you watch this, bruh. Oh, you're giggling. I'm serious. If he sees this thing.
Invested in low cost index funds.
Damn,
S&P
she was a
500.
gymnast.
Oh, 2 mil or how much?
All of it.
Okay.
Just
Live
let
bum
it
me
s-
till you can't.
Just let it sit for some years.
Okay. He said, fuck the league, nigga. You be all right.
And at the minimum, put it in a money market account so you're getting 5%. And you can do some 5%, I think, is 80, 90, 100,000 of 2 million. So he could get 100,000 just off the dividend, and the 2 million would stay in a risk-free rate of return.
And how long?
Annually, he would get 5%.
So annually he get 100,000?
Yeah.
Just sitting there?
Just sitting there, and the 2 million would stay in tax. Obviously, he has to pay taxes, so it's gonna be 1 million. If it's 1 million, we'll just cut it down to he's gonna get 50,000. He's got to pay. He's gonna have to pay taxes on that, and he's gonna be in a tax bracket of like 33, 40%. That's
I just watch people get away with it all the time. I haven't figured it out. I don't know.
what. That's how taxes work, dog. Don't even act like everybody got a paycheck here. We know what it looks like, and we're in the low tier
You
bracket.
just had to remind the nigga. I was happy for the nigga. Now he's like, he had to give half of it back to Uncle Sam and shit.
But he's getting a whole million. A whole million is a lot of money.
That's
Not
only about
really.
2 bust down necklaces and a Maybach, nigga. What do you?
Well, in reality, if 100,000 is now the new like 30,000, then I don't think a million is that much.
You have to go to work for 10 years to get the $1 million. If you get the 100,000 salary, 10 years. He's getting that 6
Right
months,
now, right?
1 season.
You got that
half a
yesterday,
season.
nigga. Fuck you talking about?
It's not. It's like obviously. Oh, it's not. It's like you don't want to pay all the taxes, but like $1 million is still life changing money, and if you handle it
Accordingly,
you'll be able to prosper and go crazy. Like, if he takes that $2 million, say he takes that $1 million and he just lives like a college student for 4 years. Unless that stack, it'll be, if it's just in the money market fund, the minimum was 1.4 million at the end of 4 years. So you have 400 extra thousand.
I hope he has someone good around him.
Yeah.
hopefully he got a J dot.
Yeah.
We all need a J dot, don't we?
Yep, I did.
Episode 77.
Yeah,
How you feeling about it?
good.
How you feeling about it?
Great. How are you feeling?
I'm fantastic. God damn.
I'm just sitting here like,
I was
come
going to
on,
ask
David.
myself. I'm like, how you feeling? I'm great.
I don't know why I thought you was.
Episode 77. It's been a real one. Let us know in the comments some shit you guys want us to talk about. Shout out to the real ones that always comment every video. We see you. You know who you are. You know what I'm saying? I'm your host, Shane. Here with my co-host.
Jedi White, the Fire Guy. Spend less than you make. Invest the rest. Get that stress off your chest.
Stay blessed.
Stay blessed. The sun's coming up so you can catch a check. That didn't rhyme, but shit was flowing. Love y'all.
And my other co-host.
Kelly Kell. That's about it.
Get him.
I don't have anything.
Get him.
Nope. I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you guys go and celebrate some Juneteenth stuff. Go support some black businesses.
Yeah, happy
And learn
Juneteenth.
something new.
Solid one. Solid. Happy Juneteenth.
Shout out to our sponsor.
Yeah.
Colin Lano.
Yeah.
Real one.
Lano Insurance.
Yes.
Call it.
208 602.
639.
That's what I meant. 04 12. Call Colin. Nigga, I knew. I was like, that's always the hard one. I know the 0412. That's.
Yeah.
I'm like, is it 602? 61? Fuck. Okay, got you. 208 639 0412. Call Colin. We appreciate you. Episode 77. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good shit. We'll see you next week. We out.